All right, so today what we're going to be doing is creating a standard curve. And so I've already made a series of dilutions. I will walk through with you in a synchronous way how to actually make those calculations. But as you can see, we have a decreasing concentration of our substrate here. And what we're going to do is put it into a spectrophotometer. What a spectrophotometer does is it's going to shoot a ray of light through your sample. So as your concentration goes up, the absorbance of light will go up and the transmittance will go down. So the first step, what you're going to want to do on a spectrophotometer is set it to the appropriate wavelength. This is a common mistake for students. They just come up to a spectrophotometer and they don't adjust the wavelength for that particular substance that they're looking at. So I've set the wavelength to 640 nanometers, and we're going to go ahead and put our blank into the machine. So for us, the blank is whatever you dissolved the copper sulfate in, which in our case happens to be water. So I'm going to go ahead and blank the machine by pressing the button on the right. So now it's blanking, and you'll see it says BLA for blank. It will flash, and once it gets stabilized, then we'll know that it's properly blanked. So we'll give it a second to do that. So now our absorbance is set to 0 because it's water. So there's none of the light is being absorbed, and the transmittance should be at 100%. And that's what we see. So we'll go ahead and take out the blank and put in our first sample, which is at the 50 mg per mil. So this is our most concentrated sample. Whenever I'm putting a sample into the spectrophotometer, I always have a chem wipe, and I wipe down the sides of my tube in case I've put fingerprints on the tubes, because that's going to affect your readings. So you go ahead and put that into the machine, you close it, and now we see that the transmittance is at 4.3, and we can hit the mode button, and now that is at 1.368. So what we'll do is I will go ahead offline and give you all the data for our standard curve, and then show you how to analyze that data in Excel.